Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name is Bethany, and today we find ourselves in the kitchen again. Just kidding. I find myself in the kitchen every day. But so anyways, my dishwasher had quit working, and well, I really like our dishwasher because it tells you the error code on it, so it's kind of easy to figure out what's wrong with it. Not necessarily easy to fix it all the time, but so anyways, originally it had the clog drain error, so we took it apart, got the clog out, found all the stuff, got it fixed, and it was disgusting, and put it back in. It didn't work at first, so my husband took it back apart, and I don't know if we had just missed a wire or something, so we got it put back together. It's been working great, and it's been cleaning a lot better. Well, then the other day it decided that it has a drip tray error, and some reason, and it's just random. It's done it once before, but it's been like a year since it's done it, and I don't know what causes it, but they'll get water in the drip tray, and it just shuts it all down. It won't run anymore, which I really appreciate, but I don't know. It's where the hose from the sink connects, but there wasn't anything, like, there was water there, and we pulled it out. We dried the drip tray. My husband, while I was pulled out, ran it again, and no more water. So I guess for now we're just going to let it ride, and if it does it again, then we may look into replacing the hose that gives it water or whatever. But anyways, so I'm behind on dishes, and to be honest, on this day, I'm actually got a fan running because I'm just trying to dry it out enough that hopefully it'll work, that I don't want to deal with it. I convinced my husband this evening to pull it out, but it's fine. Actually, I don't convince him. He just does it. But also, he said, "I'm so sorry I haven't got that pulled out." And I was like, "It's okay. I really haven't felt like doing it either. So it's totally fine." And I don't know what the deal is, but here lately, also, do you see that? We'll talk about it in a minute. But so anyways, here lately, I have lacked motivation to do anything. Like, I think seasonal depression is really, we're in the thick of it, guys. Especially, we've had some snow days. I don't know that we've had snow, but we've had snow days. And I've really enjoyed having my kids home and just being home with them. But also, I feel like I've just been kind of cooped up. I don't know. I just haven't been outside a whole lot because it's been horribly cold, like miserably cold. So, like the cold that hurts, you know? So I think that might have something to do with it. I'm telling you, the first day that's over, like 30, I'm going outside. I'm going to enjoy some sunshine. I mean, I've went out and taken care of the chickens and everything, but like I said, it's just so cold. It hurts. So, I really think it's just the winter blues, as I'm going to call it. So hopefully that will get all changed up. We'll get some spring-like weather again. I know a few weeks ago, I was talking about how sunny and pretty it was, and it was gorgeous. It was 70, which is not normal, but it was so great. And now we're like in an Arctic blast. I have no clue what's happening. But so anyways, I'm going to get these dishes washed, and then we're going to straighten up this kitchen some just for my own sanity. So if you noticed earlier, my tip out trays are done. I was so excited. My husband got me those for Christmas, and of course he helped me put them in, but I was so scared to take that drawer front off. It wasn't even funny. And he was like, "It's not that big of a deal. If it breaks, we'll make a new drawer front or order one. It will be just fine." So, luckily everything turned out. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. And, I do show some, clips of that at the end. I wanted to let you know. But so anyways, I'm going to get all my canisters scrubbed because most of them were pretty close to empty if they weren't empty. And I thought, I'm going to go ahead and wash all these. I'm trying to remember to take my eggshells out because I'm not going to lie, I've been tossing them and I need to start getting them in my garden for calcium. I haven't had bottom rot on my tomatoes since I've been doing that. This last year I had squash bugs, which were a problem. And I've seen that if you add wood ash, that it's supposed to prevent that. So I plan on burning some fires this year. Also, I went to buy and got some different hardware. I got some hooks from Hobby Lobby. They were half off, so I bought some coat hooks to make my own coat rack, because those things are like at least $20+ for what I want, and they are not as long as the ones I want. So I'm just going to make my own, or at least that's the plan. And then also, and I think I can do it for less than one coat rack, and I plan on making 2 of them. So anyways, I think I can do it for less. But so I also got knobs for my cabinets in my dining room, for my pantry cabinets. I found some, they're not exactly like my kitchen knobs, but I think they're close enough, and they were inexpensive, because, you know, you got to do things on a budget. When you're running a household, you know, you got to save money. So I really like them. I think they're going to look good. I've held them up there, and I like the way they look. I just have to get around to installing them. I still want to put a pull-out in one of the bottom drawers here for my mixer, just because I usually use it on the island. And I feel like it would just be easier if it was on a pull-out. And I want to put all my mixing bowls there too, so that way all of my baking stuff's right there together. Sorry, my voice is going out. But that's something that I have to have like a warmer day to do, because I don't want to do that much cutting in my basement and get sawdust everywhere. So it's in the plans. But so wait, no, my husband wrote down the board. I need to cut the boards to trim it out so nothing falls off. That's what I need to cut. And then I also need to cut some 1x4s or something for the glides, because there's a lip on the bottom of my cabinet. But all things in good time. So it's a future project. I was hoping to get that done in my last little kitchen organization thing, because I'm trying to add lots of organization and also just like make homes for things, not only in my kitchen but throughout my house. I have some plans, which I already told my husband. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to help me build cabinets. So I have plans for my dining room, and I also am working on plans for the laundry room. Again, these are all things that take time, but I am excited, and I'm hoping they'll turn out as good as I picture them in my head. So yes, very exciting things. But again, it takes time, and we'll get there. I know some people may not agree with this statement, but I actually enjoy washing dishes. Yes, I know I have a dishwasher, but I actually do enjoy hand washing dishes. Not whenever the kitchen's a disaster and I have no time to get it done, but in general, dishes to me is actually an enjoyable chore. And I am sure there are people out there who absolutely despise washing dishes, just like I absolutely despise laundry. But for me, dishes is one of those things where like you don't actually think while you do it. And most of the time, my brain just wanders on all the things that I want to do or just random things or thoughts. And I actually enjoy it, and it's kind of relaxing. Now, for some people, folding laundry, they enjoy it. It's one of those. I do not. It's gotten better. I have really been trying to do better about laundry and be more positive about it. It still is my arch nemesis, but we're getting okay. We're doing all right. Like, we're not at war. We're at peace negotiations, I guess. I don't know. I say that, but also I'm behind on laundry. But it's okay. It's just fine. I was scrubbing all of these, and I was super mad because I was stacking things, and I have no clue how it even happened, but I ended up shattering one of my pan lids, and I was super mad. I wasn't really mad. I thought, now I gotta use aluminum foil again. But it's all right. I had a really nice pan lid, and now I don't. For my pan that I cook a lot of things in and then need a lid, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm also, these canister things, I always take the gaskets out and then I scrub them and then I stand them up so the water drains. I don't know if I'm doing that right. I'm sure they came with instructions, but I didn't read them. Also, I literally have soap suds in my hair, so don't judge. The water was going nuts. It's all over the place. But so anyways, are you one who actually enjoys laundry? Or do you enjoy dishes? Or do you both? I often find that most of the time it's not the chore that bothers me. It's the time crunch that's on the chore, if that makes sense. I actually enjoy doing things most of the time. It's really hard here lately to have the motivation. See that lid right there? It's going to be a goner. I'll miss it. But so anyways, here lately it's been harder to have the motivation to do the things, but it always feels better once I do them. See, boom, and it's gone. Ah, shucks. And now I'm thinking, how am I going to get all the glass out of the sink? Also, I probably should rinse these off and then wash them again. That's what I thought. So just in case any glass. It's one of those tempered shatter. It shatters instead of gets into the cut you pieces, but it still will cut you. It lies. It still will stab you like no tomorrow. But so anyways, I decided a paper towel would probably be the best plan of action against that. I was so mad. It's totally fine. It really is. It's not that big of a deal. There are worse things. So anyways, but I was a little bummed. I honestly was. But I do enjoy chores most of the time. I like mowing the grass. I like building things. I like doing things. I don't like feeling like I have to hurry and get it done. But also with that being said, my brain is also like, hurry, we have to get this done. I'm done with it. I don't want to do it anymore. Just go ahead and finish it. So that's where my husband comes into play a lot of times because he's like, you're rushing, so we're stopping. Because it's not going to be what you want and you know it's not. So especially when I hit a roadblock, if something's not working the way it is, I want it to, then he's like, you need to step away. This is the point that you have to step away and you have to think about it before you act. Because sometimes it's the smallest thing that needs to be done, or the solution is so easy, and if you just walk away, your brain will think of it. But if you stay in that moment, oh my gosh, it just spirals. So he knows me really well. So anyways, I am going to get these dishes washed up and then show you the tip out tray, the little build I did. But so here's my overview of the kitchen now. It's looking a lot more manageable. Also, I will take and put hot water with a little soap and put it on low on my crock pot whenever things are stuck. But so this is where I removed the door front, and it was really gross, and it was really scary to get off. But it was just staples and some silicone that I had put on the top because I was trying to prevent water, but that didn't work. So anyways, I'm going to pull these staples out from the back using some vice grips, and then just mark the tip out trays where they go. Also, if you do the Reva shelf, I didn't fully read the instructions. And by fully, I mean I didn't read them until after I pulled the drawer front off because I knew it had to come off. So what I missed is like while it's still attached, go ahead and take a pencil and trace the box from the inside of the cabinet. That way you just know where it's going to be, like where your cabinet front is, if that makes sense. Your frame, your cabinet frame. Trace it onto that before you remove it. But I didn't do that, but luckily there was enough stains on the cabinet drawer front to be able to mark it. So it worked out real great. And yes, I give this thing a good scrub before I put it back. Honestly, I think that's the top. And you can't really even see that, nor can you even get anything in there to clean it because it was so close to the thing. I think that's the top. And it ended up, I was like, oh my gosh, I wash my cabinets and this thing's gross. And also stuff dripped down in the bottom, or on the front. And that's actually what I'm using to mark where my stuff goes. But it's fine. It's totally fine. And then once you get where like everything mapped out on the drawer, the only thing after that is you really have to pre-drill where your tray, the screws for your trays go, and then pre-drill where your hinges go, and then pre-drill into the frames where your hinges are going to go. And they supply all the templates and things like that, so they really make it pretty easy. The main thing is just make sure you trace out your cabinet frame, so that way your hinges align correctly and your tip out trays don't like hit the front or anything crazy where it won't close. The main thing I did was make sure that I had enough space in between my sink and the cabinet face for the trays, because that was mainly second to getting the cabinet front off was, will the things fit? And yeah, so that was the main concern of mine. But so anyways, it turns out really well and are really good, and I really like having it. It keeps a lot of the sponges and stuff out of my sink, and it makes them last a bit longer because they're not at the bottom of the sink getting all kinds of gross on them. So yes, and it's not like on the counter, it's not in the sink. It's literally space I wasn't using before that now has a purpose. So I also like the fact that the trays are removable, so you can wash them if you need to, or if they start getting grody, you can give them a good wash. But so anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you're at. Remember, day is a blessing, and I hope I see you on the next one. Bye, guys.